All right, guys, I'm gonna try to start doing a little Q&A on here more. So y'all been asking me some questions. The first question people say, when did you first learn guitar and why did you learn? So if you don't know my story, I was always an athlete growing up, a really good football player, basketball player. That was kind of my identity. I was all state, all that kind of stuff. Won state championships. My sophomore year of high school, I had a back injury actually doing the long jump in track and field. As soon as I hit the long jump, I heard my back pop. Long story short, I had to wear a big metal back brace for 6 months. Couldn't play football. I was devastated. I was mad at God. I was sitting home depressed, and I was like, well, I've got to do something. So I decided to go take guitar lessons. I took 6 guitar lessons. So I've got over 4,000 YouTube videos of me playing guitar, and it was all started from 6 guitar lessons. So it really is the kind of story of 2 fish and bread, like the story in the Bible. God can use very little and make it a lot. I wanted to learn. My mother was a gospel singer, always really into music, so I heard her singing in church and stuff my whole life growing up. She's a really good singer, has albums, that kind of thing, toured a little while, that kind of thing. So my mother was always into music. I love music. I started playing piano lessons for a couple years when I was like 3rd and 4th grade. But again, my focus, my family, I've got an older brother. My father was both great athletes in football. We were all about sports. Sports was everything. Powerlifting. I did my first powerlifting competition at age 14. So I was always really big into working out and weightlifting and powerlifting competitions. And then I was also really big into football and basketball. I was a starting point guard from my sophomore year, junior year, senior year, all that kind of stuff. So I love basketball too. It was all state with that, all state in football. So my whole identity, everything in my world was sports. I was like, when I walked around a small town, I was known for being a really good athlete. And when I couldn't play football, I was absolutely crushed. But I just say that to encourage y'all. You never know if something's good or bad. It's all about a limited perspective we have. When you zoom out, that was a blessing. I rarely ever throw a football or play football anymore, obviously. But now I play guitar and use it, make a 6-figure living playing, teaching guitar. I'm able to witness to people and bless people all over the world. So it's been incredible how God used a setback to be a setup. I'd ask you even that. This is getting to my motivational talks, how I do. When something goes wrong in your life, or something different, ask yourself, is this a setback or a setup? Because sometimes it's just your limited perspective that makes you think, oh, this is a setback. This is no good. And then down the road, you're like, wait a minute. That was the biggest blessing ever. I've done that with moves. I was supposed to move to Richmond, Virginia. And just one thing after another, these jobs fell through and ended up taking me to Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm able to be with my brother and my family. That's been a blessing. So many things like that. You never know if it's a setup or a setback, or a setup. But that's how I first learned to play guitar. I wanted to learn. It's funny, when I was in 8th grade, I saw a couple of my buddies in a talent show play guitar. They went on stage. Everybody went wild. That's the first time I thought, that'd be pretty cool to learn to play guitar. Like I said, I was all about sports. And if I'm being totally honest, my dad used to act like if you sang or played an instrument, you were kind of a sissy. I tell him all the time I'm mad that he was like that. I'll definitely not be that way with my boys. But yes, I thought it'd be kind of a wimp if I played an instrument. So I was like, no, I'm an athlete and a power lifter. I'm not a musician. Then come full circle. Like I said, I guess I'm a musician for my living. So anyway, there's the story. First learned my sophomore year, 6 lessons. I even quit for a while, then picked it kind of back up in college. I took 6 lessons as a sophomore in high school, and I wanted to play because I saw a couple guys in the talent show, and I heard my mom play music all the time. I thought that was pretty fun. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Until next time, let's go.